Hi people, welcome again. It's E-Man G45, the G solid in my name. Remember that. For the people who did know me, don't know me, will know me, like, comment, subscribe, show much love to your boy. Super pause, yeah? Shout out to the people who are still on partial lockdown, unofficial lockdown, whatever you want to call it. Or for the people who are really on lockdown. You know, for the people who have not gone back to their jobs, I'm not saying any names. Yeah, for the people who've gone back to work, you know, from their relaxation and their time of self-evaluation, so on and so forth. What else? You know, shout outs to the World War II vets, soldiers who really went and risked their life for the liberation and the freedom of the British people. You know, that day is pretty much gone already, but I just want to say that, you know, thanks to those guys. What else is there? You know, hey, we're in May time. You know, summer's around the corner, whatever's left of it, for the northern hemisphere. For the southern hemisphere, winter's coming. That's not my problem. To the shoe. That's on the name tag. But this is the AlphaEdge 4D Parley collaboration. And pretty much they have made this particular shoe in, I don't know what to call this, but it's a green color, somewhat of a very, very pale light green, baby green, if that's even a color. I don't know colors. I don't know colors, but hey, listen, we got the AlphaEdge 4D. Now, for the people who don't know, the amount of technology that is in this one shoe shows the innovation and the technological advancements that really shoe design can actually go into. Adidas are now doing their celebration, their continuous celebration, annual celebration, on the Adidas 4D, pretty much this right here. And what they started off with in 2016 was the 3D printing. I'll get onto that in 2 secs. And pretty much, they weren't very successful in their 3D printing. So what they decided to do was get help with certain companies, really dig down, find how to actually develop the technology or use their technology to actually make a better shoe. And so lo and behold, 2017, they had launched their 4D project, and this is what they have now come up with. I think this shoe released last year, but they just released it online for the Adidas 4D week. 3D printing. What is 3D printing? 3D printing is pretty much when they take they print one layer and they just continuously print on top of that layer, again and again and again and again until they produce a 3D image. So there are 3 ways to print. There is the FDM printer or printing, then there is the SLA printing, then there is the SLS printing. SLA printing is pretty much when they use a UV laser light or UV LCD screen, and pretty much they project. So with the LCD screen, they project layer by layer what image they want, and on the on the laser they'll be shooting an image continuously. So what they'll do, they'll have like a plate right here, they'll keep going down, keep shooting the image or projecting the image until something actually is produced. Right now we have the 3D technology, which is using an SLA printer, as I described. And you may not be able to see me, but there was plenty of holes inside. And that's because this is a very efficient technology in terms of making a shoe that is very light, and more importantly, that doesn't have waste product. So essentially very light, but more importantly, it still has the structural support to support a person like myself on what, 85, 90 kilos, 85, 90 kilos at the current moment. And it still has the technology to actually support, it still has a structural support to support me and any sort of movements that I may do. So for example, explosive movements or fast-paced movements, this will allow me to actually perform in those sort of environments. This is the Continental sole, and the Continental sole, well, the Continental company, pretty much, they produce the highest, one of, I don't want to say the highest, but some of the highest performing tires in the world, especially for Formula One. So the best thing about these sort of tires is that, you know, in terms of rain, in terms of, if you've definitely seen a Formula One drive, then you know exactly what's going on. Rain, dry weather, it sticks to the ground, it performs well, and it gets the job done at a high level. You know, what else can I say about that? And what they've done with the grip as well is put sort of big ovals in the certain areas that are used the most. So for example, most people use the ball of their foot and also the heel of their foot. So they need to make sure that they're gripped. They need to make sure that the shoe grips well, and so on and so forth. The uppers, right? As you can see here, there is a prime knit. Whoa, that was almost a mad thing. So this right here is a prime knit. And as you can see here, there's the perforated prime knit right here for breathability. There is the added material, fused material, to make it more structural support, supporting on your foot. Also the plastic, you know, to give more support, of course. And then you have the plastic heel tabs here and there. As it says, Parley. This is Adidas. Now another thing about this actual prime knit upper is that they've partnered up with another company. So they've partnered up with Carbon, they've partnered up with Continental, and they've also partnered up with Parley. Parley is a company that collects plastics from the ocean and they recycle them into, you know, different materials. Well, of course, plastics, but more or less. So for example, with this one, prime knit, this is now recycled. This is all recycled material, and they've used this for this particular shoe. They recycled it into bottles, more bottles. What else is plastic used for? Plastic stuff, you know. Right now, my mind is just woo. But anyway, it's used for plastic stuff, and what they have done is they've integrated that sort of technology, recycled technology, which means it's good for the environment, green for the environment, and they've introduced that technology into this shoe. So as I said, there's so much technology in this shoe. Is this shoe comfortable? Depends what you're doing. If you're walking on an everyday basis, I wouldn't say get this particular shoe. But if you're an individual who's into sports, into the gym, doing your explosive training, even weightlift training, I would say that this, yes, is a comfortable shoe. So is it comfortable? Yes, but you know, with other shoes out there, there's other shoes that are more comfortable than this shoe. But definitely I would say that this shoe in particular is a comfortable shoe. What else? There is nothing else to say about this particular shoe, except for there is 4D right there inside. That's it. That's what I have to say about this particular shoe. As I said, there's so much technology in this shoe. You know, you have the 4D printing, the 3D printing, SLA printing. Then you have your continental rubber, and then also you have your Parley plastic, recycled plastic prime knit upper. So this shoe is, you know, very much the innovation and the elevation of our technology in the current state that we're in. You know, we're trying our very best in the world to save and be very much resourceful with what we have so that we can sustain ourselves for the next century, or you know, until technology itself produces more sustainable ways in terms of energy output, you know, so on and so forth. But what I can say is that this shoe is actually amazing in terms of its color, in terms of how vibrant it is, and its comfortable state. That's all I have to say. Eman G45, subscribe, all the good stuff. Enjoy your lockdown. I'll pause for a bit, but still enjoy yourself. Not too much. Pause. I'm out.